And welcome back to our Bulletproof GameMaker tutorial series. We're continuing on with our maze game. We want to do level 3 and we want to do a scrolling room now, so let's look at that.
First you're going to create the room and change the background as usual. And now we're going to change the room width.
Okay, and that's done in the settings tab, room 2 being the third room, and the width we're going to double it. Make it 1280. That's not going to all be visible because if we look at views and enable the use of views, the view that we're going to actually be presenting is the standard 640 by 480.
Yeah. This is what the player can see, and if we uncheck the grid, we can see it better.
Sure.
In the objects following, we're going to do the player.
Right, we want to have the player be, at his movement, cause the room to move.
Yep, and the H-bore is the minimum number of pixels to be at the side of him.
Okay, so...
like around him.
And we make it the figure 320, which is half of...
640.
Which is half of the visible area, so he will be centered. And if we left it at 32, he could walk right up to the edge of the wall, and it would be like Junior Pac-Man where you can't see where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're just gonna make the room.
Use object 1 and just put in a bunch of the standard maze stuff. We'll put in the border.
Yeah, you can use the grid. I don't really like it.
The code for object 1 is going to keep working, and it does the expected stuff where it stops the player and so on.
Yeah.
And now that we have a border, what we'll do is add walls, and we're going to take advantage of the fact
that the player cannot see all of the room at once.
Yeah, and so there's where his horizon will be when he's dropped in, and so if we cross that horizon, he's going to have to decide what's going to work best for him.
Yep. So we're going to make 3 paths, and one of them is going to be the right path, and the 2 other ones are not going to be.
Okay.
So there, and we're going to make points. The last one's going to be down there, and
sure.
there are going to be tons here, and the player is going to be up there.
Do we want the enemy? We've just dealt with a nasty enemy in level 2, so we're just going to see how this goes, right?
Yeah, I think the player needs a break after that.
All right.
So now we'll test it.
Okay, we're at level 1, and we have to play through the game, right? So
yeah.
Let's do that. I'm going to let you play. Are you okay with doing that?
Yeah.
Don't get hit by that. Now, do we have to get all the points?
Yep.
We still do. We have to avoid our enemy. This guy isn't that smart. He just keeps going. So now we're going to go fading into level 2. This guy is smart, and he kills us. Okay, now we have to be quick, get up there, and now we have to trick him into following us and get by him. And again, the same thing. We have to trick him into following us and get by him. And if you are doing difficult game programming, you are going to want to be able to get by this at some point, but we've managed to get through it.
And we skipped one of those points, so he kills us. But we got a free life, so and we seem to have wasted it there.
So we keep going. We have to trick him into following us. We get by him.
And I got the point that I missed last time.
Did you want to try and do a way to get around this for a developer?
Yeah. There's a level skip thing that I usually use.
We've gotten through, so now let's...
I'll show after I see that this is working all right.
We know what the path is. Let's take a little trip down there.
Okay. Here's one of the wrong paths.
And so that's no good for our guy. So. And
you still can't see the hidden point down there.
So you could go up. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go down.
Yep.
Still got a smile on our face. And there's the last guy, and the end of the game code still works because we added level. All that end of game code does is check to see are there any more levels.
Yeah, but it will be easier to just drag this room, level 3, up to the top, and then it changes the order of the rooms.
Yes.
So this is now level 1, and level 1 is level 2.
Yes.
And level 2 is level 3.
So just for testing, that's a good idea.
Yeah. But since we're already done that, then we move it back to where it was, and then we go on to the next level.